Hello and welcome in. I'm Nudiamonds here with a new moon energy reading in Sagittarius. I hope everyone out there is doing well. And yeah, super excited to tap into this energy. I feel like we are all going through a huge collective shift within ourselves, pushing through old timelines to tap into this new timeline, this new higher timeline of just really tapping into your higher mind at this time, really moving past this lower frequency, this lower vibration, and tapping into your higher mind at this time, okay? We're moving past the tests, moving past the trials, the tribulations, the traumas, the triggers, and really tapping into where we're going in the future at this time. And I feel like that's all about your mindset, okay? So make sure that you are focused on what new beginnings you want to start with this new moon energy, okay? I say that because this new moon will be at the 9th degree, okay? So that means that the sun is at the 9th degree, the moon is at the 9th degree, and Sagittarius is the 9th sign. So I feel like this is like this 999 energy, this huge birth that's, a big angel number. And it's all about a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. So new beginnings and completion. Okay, that 9 is that birth, new things taking off, philosophy. I feel like we're kind of like that at that crowning point to where we're, the labor pains, we're pushing past the labor pains and we're about to give birth to something new, which is us, this new elevated, upgraded state of mind from this past internal work that we have been doing. And it's going to bring in a lot of new beginnings, a lot of new abundances, a lot of new journeys, a fresh start. Okay. So yeah, this will be happening November 30th and also December 1st, which I thought was pretty interesting. Because it's like we're going into the first, we're starting something new, going into this new month. And I feel like that is a great time to just really get aligned with your manifestations and what have you manifested during this past year. Okay, we're going into this last year, this last month of the year, and it's all about things that you have accomplished and what have you got done and how those things push you in the future. Okay, what are some goals that you checked off of that list, and what are some new goals that you are setting for yourself? All of the seeds that you have planted over this year, what are some things that you are truly grateful for and thankful for that you have accomplished? I know it's a lot of things that I got done over my course of this year, and it's all about, stopping, smelling the roses, giving yourself a pat on the back, and giving yourself grace as we continue to push through this beautiful energy. Okay. So I feel like this is all about just trusting your spirit and knowing that we are headed in the right direction, especially with that Pluto going into Aquarius. Okay. That's all about I know. Okay. And then also, I said this was going back to our heart's desires, really trusting ourselves, having faith. Some things are fated, some things are destined. It's all a part of destiny. Okay. People like to say, oh, it was already written, soul contracts. Okay. So this could be a good time where you're really tapping into what your soul desire is, what your spirit desires are, and really executing that. Are you listening to your spirit? Did you heed the call? Okay, what has been placed on your heart to execute? Did you do that? Okay, what are some more things that you are focused on getting done to continue to fulfill your heart's desires at this time? Okay. I say that because it's all about communication with yourself, especially with this new moon and the sun being in Sagittarius. Is all about a higher mind, philosophy, wisdom, and communicating that wisdom with yourself so that way you're able to tap into this higher mindset, okay? Because we do have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius as well. So kind of going back, like I said, reflecting on things and looking at how far you have come so that way you can know where you're headed in the future. Okay. There is also a fire trine in the chart. So I feel like this is really aligning with our minds, our body, our soul, our emotions, our heart, everything being in alignment so that way we can continue to ignite that inner fire within us to guide us in the right direction. Following our hearts and being our unique selves will come with great rewards in the future. And then also, I just really felt like this is just a great time to just really believe in yourself, know who you are, trust that, and anything is possible. The sky is the limit, okay? So as long as you're, standing on your square, operating from righteousness, operating from integrity, and have good intentions, your mind focused on your priorities, getting things done, then you will take off in the right direction when it comes to the future and whatever you are working on at this time, okay? What else did I put? Oh, another thing was the time of this alignment. I thought it was pretty interesting. So like I said, it's all at the 999. This is the ninth month. The moon and the sun are at the ninth degree. In a ninth sign, not the ninth month. Sagittarius is the ninth sign. And the full moon and the new moon, the new moon and the sun are all at the ninth degree. It's this 999 energy. The time that this new moon goes into, the energy goes into itself is at 2119, okay, which is equivalent to 919, which I thought was pretty interesting because there's that 9 energy, that 19 energy, that 1 and that 9, completion of self, rebirth of self. I feel like a lot of people could have been going through a rebirth as well. And then the date, like I said, it was 9:30 going into this 12:1. Okay, so there's that 12, there's that 9, that 1, 2, and 9. Okay. When I really broke down the numbers, it was giving me the sense of this mirror flip, this portal. And that 12 kept coming up. Okay. Jupiter is in Gemini, and that is polar opposite of Sagittarius. Okay. It's 180 degrees, 1 and 8, 9. Okay. And then, like I said, Mercury is in Sagittarius. So it's like this, making sure that you're focused on your higher mind, no matter if you're in your lower self or if you're in your higher self, okay? This balance, because Sagittarius ruling planet is Jupiter, which is in Gemini, and Mercury, which is the ruling planet for Gemini, is in Sagittarius. So it's this balancing of this opposites. And Gemini is all about thinking, communication, and Sagittarius is all about philosophy and wisdom and law and religion. So really making sure that you are grounded in who you are, so that way you can propel in the right direction moving forward, having that balance, okay? Thinking something and seeing something and making it come together for unity at this time, okay? Also, Jupiter comes back to each sign every 12 years. Like I said, we're going into the 12th month. And then, it's back in Gemini, and it was in Gemini in 2012, which was pretty interesting. Okay, so I thought this 12 energy kept popping back up with this 9 energy. Okay. Also, I deep dove into things that happened in 2012. Okay, they cut on, or they announced the CERN thing, okay, which is like this God Potter code to open up portals. Like I said, going back to that mirror portal energy. The end of the Mayan calendar, everybody was like, oh, it's the end of the world, blah, blah, blah. So this play on fear, no. The ending of a new cycle, the ending of an old cycle to start a new cycle, right? Also, it was a Chinese zodiac, the year of the dragon, 12 years ago. We are in the year of the dragon right now, the 8th year. and then Generation Z, okay, in 2012. And I thought that was pretty interesting because it made me think of this Dragon Ball Z energy. Like I said, the dragon, aligning your chakras, making sure that you're aligned and balanced to get whatever wishes, desires you want to come forth at this time. I'm looking at my notes. Another thing that happened in 2012 was pretty interesting was, I don't know if you guys know the screen portrait. That little screen portrait is sold in 2012 for $119,000,000, 922,000. I don't even know how to say the number, y'all. It's crazy, but the number was 119,922,500. And I thought that was pretty interesting because those are the same numbers when I did the time from the date breakdown. It was this 9112. Okay. With the time of the date, because it's 11. This is the 11th month going into the 12th. Okay, so that 1112, but it's also the 9th sign, which is that 9. So that's kind of where I got that number from. And then the time that this exact alignment goes into this energy is 2119, which that's universal time. And then you flip it to Pacific Standard Time and it's 919. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So I just kind of played with the numbers, mixed them around. And then when I go back to 2012, that number kept sticking out to me. And then I like flipped it and I was like 1220. 1220 will be the entering of this winter solstice energy. So I feel like that will be pretty relevant when it comes to shifts and changes. And just really following your unique values of yourself, because that painting sold for $100 million, but this is just a painting. This is someone valuing their self, a unique value of self, and it got them a lot of money. That age of Aquarius, that Taurus, that balance, that unique values energy. I say this because Uranus is in Taurus and Pluto has just entered Aquarius. Okay, so it's just this play up on this balancing of the energy, going back and forth and really following your unique desires of yourself. I feel like that's going to bring in this new energy that all of us have been really working to get to at this time. Okay, I also said the birth of a new world, 2012 in Gematria. The new world age popped up. Okay. 129 on the Gematria as well. And then I thought that was funny. Because all of these numbers just kept popping up. 192 kept popping up. And also just a lot of different energies were popping up. I don't really want to get too into my notes because it just is, I can go a lot of different places with it, but it's just really about the new birthing of yourself, really tapping into what you believe in and following that. Okay, really tapping into what you know and things that you have learned over this past year, and how are you applying the knowledge, turning that knowledge into wisdom to elevate, to have this sense of freedom within yourself, to gain more power, and to have this victory once you are balanced within your mind and yourself. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much my breakdown. I didn't really go too deep into it because it was just kind of like this new cycle starting. That was kind of like the main energy that I kept getting. So yeah, I did do a meditation on this energy, and I had seen like a fire triangle, and it gave me a sense of the trine. So there will be a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of desire, at this time, a lot of ambition, a lot of leaders, a lot of initiations, spiritual initiations. It's kind of what I got from that. I also seen a cube or a box, and it was like 3D, and I still been seeing this cube when I do like meditations. I still been seeing it. It also could represent like a gift, a present. Okay, and then the box turned into a pyramid, and then the pyramid started to slowly spin, and then a star like just randomly popped up on the top of the pyramid. Okay, and then I seen a wand, and then at the tip of the wand it had a star at it, and then the wand started to shake very fast, like somebody was doing magic. And then the wand turned into a butterfly, and then it started to fly. So it gave me a sense of freedom. And then I heard even miracles take time. Okay, so like I said, remember to have patience, give yourself grace. And then I seen a book, seen someone holding a book, and then I seen a book close. And I was like, wow, this is giving me a sense of like the ending of a chapter, the ending of something. And then I seen a downward arrow. And I was like, something coming down, downloads, uploads. Yeah, I don't know, but it was just pretty interesting. I feel like this is like, we are most definitely in a portal, entering a portal, exiting out of a portal. It depends on where you're at in your journey. But I feel like there's most definitely an ending of something and the beginning of something new for everyone at this time, especially with our mindsets, our emotions, our spirituality, and just our environment, our physical world. So whatever you know, whatever you think, whatever you do, always be mindful. And make sure you always have good intentions. All right. So I'm going to jump into the cards because I don't know why, but I just feel like, I don't know. Have y'all been feeling a little discombobulated lately? I know I have. I've been trying to fight to get my mind right these past couple days. And yeah, just pushing through. You know, I feel like this is a great time for all of the spiritual warriors out there. Shout out to Soul Tribe. We are all just, you know, surviving, pushing through, thriving, and standing on our square, making sure that our mentals are intact and operating from integrity with our hearts, without coming off the wrong way. How can I say it? Balancing our energy is a balance, you know? So I feel like I've really been like trying to balance my emotions, balance my mind, balance my physical with my spiritual, just balancing. I feel like that's what this is. And I feel like once we get past this energy, this new moon, I feel like there's just going to be this cleansing, this new rebirth of ourselves, internally, externally. Okay. So yeah, let me jump into the cards. Spirit, what are some other messages that you have for the collective at this time? All spirits for the highest good of the collective, known and unknown. We are divinely protected and divinely guided at all times, okay? I'm hearing don't be weary of what things look like. Okay. All right, let's see. I love it. So this is most definitely, like I said, new things on the horizon. Wow. It's 11:07 and this card is 774. And 74 is 11. So I feel like this is paying attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities. We are most definitely pushing through old timelines, old energies, old realms, and going to this sense of peace, the sense of bliss, the sense of tranquility, the sense of paradise. And that all stimulates from the mind, that all stems from the mind, okay? When you have full control over your mind, you have full control over everything. The mind governs the body. The mind governs everything that we do. And it pushes us into higher realms of dimensions and even lower realms, internal, external. But that all starts from where your mind lies. Okay, what are you thinking of? That's why I always say it's always good to be in gratitude, giving thanks, and being open and optimistic rather than being closed off and in the lower vibration. So always make sure to keep your vibrations high and think of a positive outcome. Don't worry, don't stress, because that isn't going to do anything but deplete your energy. Think of solutions. If you're going to have problems, always try to think of solutions and then just release it and surrender it. Okay. There will be a lot of abundance pouring in for the collective, especially when it comes to our mind. It's a sense of freedom of the mind, spreading our wings and flying high, soaring, and not holding on to old constructs, old ways, old things as we continue to ascend. I'm seeing like a hot air balloon and the weights are dropping. We're not even cutting the weights, they're just dropping. We're just surrendering as we continue to ascend at this time, okay? Letting your inner light shine. And it's like this golden mind, this golden ray of light, tapping into your abundance in your mind. Wow, this orange and this purple, these orange and purple flowers. 7 is all about relationships, balance, justice, equality, victory. And then 4 is all about the foundation, nurturing yourself, healing yourself. So how is your relationship with healing, nurturing, loving, caring? And then 7 plus 4 equals 11. And 11 is all about wishes, dreams, the future, and yourself, okay? So continue to pour into yourself. I feel like there will be a cleansing that will come over us. And once we get this clear mindset, then there will be unlimited possibilities for us. What's the bottom card? One of my favorite cards. It's the last card in the deck. And it is most definitely my favorite card with this 5th element. So it's most definitely about pushing through to higher realms. It's not about skin color. It's not about what religion you are. It's not about what, it's about the heart. It's about pushing past these constructs of what we've been boxed into, what we've been programmed to believe, programmed to do, programmed to think. It's about being free, the sense of freedom, and tapping into our spirit, tapping into our heart at this time. I feel like that is the main message with this 88. Like I said, that 8, that cycle, that mirror flip, that portal, breaking past these old karmic loops, this old timeline, this Ouroboros, as we come into our minds and realign to a divine timeline, okay? I feel like that's what's happening right now. And we are being divinely guided as we continue to push through this energy We will be radiant, and our ancestors, our spirit teams are so proud of us. They're so happy. Wow, this looks like butterfly wings as we continue to set ourselves free. This kind of looks like a fairy. So yeah, the sense of freedom, the sense of victory, the sense of being your authentic self, letting your true light shine as we continue to elevate at this time. Wow. I'm gonna drink some tea. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Yeah, because my voice was like ill. Ugh. But you know, it is what it is. We're going to tap into the breakdown in the book for both of these cards because these are some of my favorite cards. Okay. It says, Sun, the grass and the flowers and the butterflies are waiting for you. They are beckoning you to run barefoot through their blades, to delight in their fragrant blossoms, and to chase their brightly colored flapping wings. And didn't I say butterflies? I seen that. All right. They miss how you used to play together when you were a child, back before you were indoctrinated to behave like a grown-up. What did I say? The way we've been programmed, the constructs of the mind, right? Before you got all self-conscious about who might see you rolling through the meadows, getting grass stains on your pants, while you laughed and squealed and giggled. Let the child inside of you be wild and run free. Allow yourself to be formless and open and aware and unself-conscious. Wow. Put aside your judgments and your responsibilities. Now is the time for you to dance barefoot in nature and to allow the abundance of the natural world to remind you what prosperity truly is. I love that. So a sense of freedom and abundance. All right. I love that. And then the fifth element. The fifth element. When the fifth element pillar, and this is a pillar, so this is most definitely, this isn't even a regular card. This is one of the pillar cards in this deck. And like I said, it's the last card too, so very ironic. When the fifth element pillar shows up in your spread, it's time to take your evolution to the next level. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. The fifth element is a very special pillar that comes online only when we have activated the other four pillars and harmonized them with the highest levels. Blurring the lines between black and white, good and bad, masculine and feminine, and all that other polarizing hierarchy, stillness, silliness. This pillar exits beyond labels, beyond identity, and beyond duality. The fifth element is free from all rules and attachments. It is the free of limiting constructs such as race, religion, culture, gender, and identity. The fifth element is a reminder that the human spirit cannot be restricted or limited in any way. The fifth element is asking you to relinquish your attachment and to let go of limitations, to step into your enlightenment. You are a being of pure love, pure innocence, and pure energy. Your magnificence cannot be constrained. Not by labels, not by constructs, not by anything. The fifth element is the liberation card, straight up. I love that. So this is a time of liberation, victory, freedom. Wow, love. I'm feeling this sense of like bliss. Okay. Being your authentic self and loving who you are to the core. Okay. Wow. I love both of those cards. I love both of those messages. Let's get into my shamanic healing deck and see what is another message. Land, flowers, and sun in the fifth element. So this sense of ether. Inner fire, inner desires, being free, being a free spirit, freedom. All right, Spirit, what is another message? I love how both of these have like this sun, light, this spirit, just essence. It's all about the spirit. We are spiritual beings first. We are spirits in a body, in a vessel, in this physical realm, having a physical experience. And don't forget that. A lot of us are angels. That's for some people. Yeah, changes. This looks like the same. This energy radiating out. So changes, most definitely feel changes are coming. Okay. New cycles beginning, old cycles ending. It's aligned in the stars as we come into our power. Okay. Well, all of these old cycles ending for sure. For sure. And then 2 and 9 is 11 again. So 11, 11. Wow. With that 2 and that 9, what did I say? Them numbers kept popping up, y'all. The 11, the 2, and the 9. Okay. Wow. The 12, the 19, the 21, the 91. Like I said, flipped, reverse. If you seeing a lot of these numbers over and over, this could be a time that you're going through rebirth, a time that you're aligned, in divine alignment, divinely protected and divinely guided, and get ready for change. Okay. A lot of you are already going through changes. I know I am. Within yourself, within your physical world, outside of you, you're watching people change. You're watching people go through spiritual awakenings, and just embrace that. Embrace yourself, embrace the change, be open to it, and surrender to it. Because it's inevitable. That's what I'm hearing. It's inevitable change. And it's going to help us tap into our power of our mind, power of ourselves. And don't be afraid of your power at this time. Wow, what's the bottom card? Your retreat. So going inside, going deep within to tap within your power. Okay, I love that. Let's get into my higher self deck and see what is another message. Things turning around. Okay. Making things work for you. Everything isn't for everyone. Okay. Everything isn't for everyone because everything isn't meant for everyone. Okay. So your path isn't for everyone to understand because it's for you to walk. Some people can't come with you. Something that I'm hearing. Some people will be left behind. And some people will join you. Okay, this will be a time of uniting of the like minds uniting. As we continue to push forward on our journey. Okay. All right. Okay, Spirit, what is another message for this new moon in Sagittarius? I feel like this reading is very different. Air element. Sun and air, realm of thoughts, analytical self-talk, sharing ideas, relationship agreements, decisiveness in decisions, innovation. Working with the air element in any capacity will enhance your natural abilities. Yeah, I feel like it's like the mind over matter. Okay. And this is the Ace of Swords card. So yeah, making sure you have your mind together. I feel like that kind of goes back to everything that I said. What's the bottom card? Being intentional. Like I said, the mind, right? Literally has the brain on here. I said being intentional. and stay focused on what it is that you want to bring into this realm of reality at this time. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what is another message for this new moon in Sagittarius spirit. What are some more things that we need to know? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Loving on yourself. Self-love. Don't forget about you. Okay? Something that I'm hearing. Don't forget about yourself. Don't forget about yourself. Okay? Elevating your mind, keeping your mind elevated at all times. Okay? I say that because they are outside of a church. They can go inside at any time, but they choose to stay outside. Also, going back to people being left behind, I said that. So this is confirmation for that. A lot of people will be left out in the cold. And if you have the means to support them, then you can, but make sure you are taking care of yourself first. Make sure that your cup is filled first during this time, okay? Also, a lot of families coming together, okay? Continue to show them love. Continue to operate from your heart and think from your higher mind and stay anchored in your heart and put your ego to the side, all right? This will be a very cold winter is what I'm hearing. So make sure that you are thankful and grateful for everything that you do have, because some people have nothing. That's just what I heard. Yeah, so be thankful for what it is that you do have, you guys. This is a time to just really just sit back and give thanks, you know. Even if you are going through a hard time, it can be worse. So always look at it from a higher perspective. What am I grateful for? What am I thankful for? I woke up this rising. I'm able to breathe air. All of my limbs are functioning. My mind is here. My heart is here. I have people that love me, that care about me. And yeah, I have food. You know, I have a roof over my head. I have electricity. I have water, clean water. Okay, so go over a list of things that you're very thankful for, very grateful for. This is the time to have fun and be optimistic and be happy. There's a victory coming. There's a celebration coming that we can't even see. Okay, so continue to be thankful, grateful, and optimistic at this time. It's the rebirth. It is the rebirth with the death card coming out. Yeah, this new moon. Yeah, this energy. And the whole time while I'm talking, I could feel like this like energy hitting my head. And I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like, it's very distracting. So a lot of us may have a lot of distractions going on, but we have to stay focused. And it's kind of hard for me to focus because it's not like a headache. It just feels like collective energy. Okay, because I was perfectly fine before I started doing the reading. As soon as I sat down to do the reading, it was like this energy that came over me. And I'm like, what is that? But it took me back to how I felt like a week ago when I was going through a lot of tests, going through a lot of trials, going through a lot of tribulations, going through a lot of triggers. And mentally, I was fighting to stay mentally strong because I kept feeling like I was getting pulled down. As soon as I get cool, I wake up, oh, everything is rainbows, butterflies, and something that happened throughout the day where I'm getting tested. And I'm like, damn, why do I keep on getting tested? You know, then I'll have this headache and I'm like, what the hell? I'm eating, I'm drinking my water, I'm taking my vitamins, I'm doing everything, you know, but I feel like it's just the energy. We're just moving through this rebirth energy. Like I said, it's this crowning process, this birthing process, the labor pains of giving birth. And then once we're through the portal, once we're through this energy, it's this sense of bliss, it's this sense of peace, but it's a sense of peace and bliss that we don't even see is coming because we're still focused on the obstacles in a way. So it's a really great time to be optimistic, think from your higher self. We're going through internal changes, external changes. This is most definitely, like I said, this renewal energy, this, it could be painful for a lot of us anyway, because like I said, it's the holidays. Some people are just going through it. Okay, so always operate from your heart and be optimistic, be loving, be caring, especially if you have a full cup and it's running over. You can pour a little bit into others at this time, okay? But yeah, this is most definitely giving like a rebirth energy. This is these two cards coming out. This could even be a sense of like unfortunate events happening, okay, for some people who aren't on this higher timeline. Okay, people still operating from their lower selves, people who haven't done the internal work, people who haven't made peace with themselves. Okay, they're going to be having a hard time pushing through this energy. Okay, but the ones who operate from the higher mind will be victorious, and they will have this sense of peace, this sense of change, this sense of renewed energy. Okay, what's the next card? The sense of balance. Yes, I love it. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation, because I really be feeling it. The energy. It's like this coming out of this hell energy, coming out of this underworld energy, coming out of this dark energy. We in the underworld, y'all. So don't forget that the sun is going into the southern hemisphere, and there's storms that are coming. Okay, this is when it snows. This is when it's the coldest. The coldest winters, and everything dies. There's no leaves on the trees, and the animals are hibernating and getting their food, gathering up their harvest for winter. So this is preparing for this winter energy to come in. And you have to make sure that you are balanced and you are focused. But there will be a sense of renewal, a sense of this inner light shining with both of these cards. Because I just realized this is 13 and the next card is 14. 13 and the 14, the level up. Okay, so once we go through this rebirth, this death to whatever we need to let go, whatever we need to surrender to, whatever we need to detach from, we will have this sense of balance, this sense of peace, this sense of tranquility, this sense of bliss. Again, like I said, our angels are with us. They're walking with us. They're guiding us. I keep hearing they cannot interfere with this process. They have to let us purge. They have to let us cleanse. They have to let us see how mentally strong we are, But they are, I'm hearing we right there with y'all. We are right there with you guys, watching you. So continue to do what you're doing. Like I said, make sure your cup is filled, pouring into yourself, doing the alchemy work to balance out this energy. And this is a purity, detoxing, cleansing. But this is the level up, y'all. All right, we rising out of this muck and tapping into this higher frequency, this higher vibration. Yes, Page of Wands. This card been coming out a lot. So it's a sense of tapping into your creative bag, getting into your creative energy, using your life force energy to create whatever it is that you want. This golden gold mind, gold body. Led to gold, okay, because he has on all gold. This is like my gold God body challenge card, because he has on all gold. The floor he's on gold. His pyramids in the back. He's like a player. He dripped and draped. Okay, it's giving like righteous, more consciousness. I'm aware of myself. I'm conscious of myself, and I got my head up. Okay, so keep your head up and continue to push through. Everything is in divine alignment. Okay, everything will happen in divine timing. Like I said, that pyramid, I seen pyramids in my vision, in my download. So we're most definitely being divinely guided, and everything will happen on divine timing. That's the best timing. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. Yeah, make sure that you are focused. Dreams. You could be having prophetic dreams, different type of dreams at this time. And like I said, depending on the internal work that you have done, you will either receive gold, a gold mine led to gold, or you will need to continue to work on alchemizing your energy. Okay. What's the bottom card? Yeah, the Sun card. I forgot. Spirit, why is the Seven of Cups here? I want to know why this came out. Spirit saying a lot of people are having tower moments to rebuild their foundation. Yeah. Spirit said a lot of people are having tower moments because they need to rebuild their foundation, let go and surrender. Okay, so yes, let go and surrender so Spirit can gift you something new, something better. I'm seeing you holding on to an old beat up teddy bear. Okay, it ain't got no eye, the stuffing coming out. It is the leg barely hanging on. Okay, and Spirit is trying to gift you a bigger, new teddy bear. Okay, you holding on to this old car, you hold on to old things, and Spirit, the Most High, is trying to come in and gift you something better. Okay, so once you release, let go, surrender, there will be more abundance pouring in for you at this time. Wow, with the Sun card still at the bottom. All right, so we just got to get into surrender, into the energy, and let whatever's going to happen, happen. We are the magicians. I just cut it on a random card. We are the magicians. So we can will in whatever we want at our desire. It's just about knowing that it's happening to your higher mind at this time, okay? I love that. So let's get into my abundance deck. Wow, these cards just want to pop out with the star seed. Yeah, chosen ones. Messages for the chosen ones. What is, wow, I can't even get out my words today. Spirit's like, here you go. Okay, nurtured and continue. May you be loved and cared for, and may you trust the past. So you just got to trust. And that was the main thing I said with this energy. You just got to trust and know that Spirit is leading you in the right direction. Clarity. May you bathe in the light. Yeah, because you are the light. We are the light. Okay. All right. And I'm going to get one more card out from my chakra deck. So yeah, I'm hearing bathe in peace. Do things that are going to center you. Do things that are going to give you a sense of peace, peace of mind. Okay. To continue to elevate during this time. Create art, water, music, paint, draw, dance, move around, work out. Things that are heart-centered, that make you happy. What are some things that make you happy? What makes you happy? Do that during this time. Okay, what was that card? Yes, sacral chakra. Yes. Sacral chakra, water. Connect to the inner dwelling place of joy and pleasure. And that's why I said do what makes you happy. With the number 2 coming out. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Camel pose opening. Open the doorway to your heart and discover the treasures within. Wow. I love that. So yeah, that is my energy reading for this new moon. Continue to tap into yourself, love yourself, pour into yourself, and be grateful and thankful. All right. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.